The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
Now it's Bale, and it's Seedorf. And this is Bale. Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Cruyff. And here's Bale. Now, can they get him away? Luis Suarez. Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Engages and forces him off the ball. Cruyff. And it's Cruyff. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. It's Rui Costa! Donatoni. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Searching pass he's played there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Donatoni. Aubameyang. And he's picked out the run. And he shoots! So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Now it's Neymar. He's found the way through. That's a good ball. Cruyff. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Messi is standing over this one. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Messi! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish right from the top drawer. That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Bale. And here's Suarez. Now it's Cruyff. Can he finish? It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Taken back almost at once. Well timed, excellent interception.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And it's Neymar. Donatoni. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aubameyang. He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. Mali presented with a golden opportunity here. Now, power or placement? So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Baresi calmly anticipates. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bale. He might be in here. Takes a shot. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And he's only too happy to take that back. And it's Seedorf. And here's Suarez. And this is Rui Costa. Well read, and the danger is averted. Donatoni.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Can he get on the end of this? Rui Costa. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, this looks sharp. Cruyff. Bale, very much a man of the... And the half-time whistle goes. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And the game has already resumed here. That's been cut out, well played. Could move up a gear here. Edmilson. And this is Luis Suarez. Rui Costa conjures time and space where few can. Ferdinand. Edmilson is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Aubameyang. And they can counter here. And it's Henderson. Donatoni. And he's intervened well there. Edmilson. Now it's Luis Suarez. Stood up well to him there.
Rui Costa really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a little off target. Threads one in. Not the most accurate pass. Seedorf looking understandably energised after his goal. And it's Bale. Edmilson. To Rui Costa. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Ferdinand. Seedorf. Bergomi. And Edmilson. And it's Seedorf. Rui Costa.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Van de Ven. Neymar. Now he's got space here. Conte. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Aubameyang. Neymar. Oh, look at the space here. He is just caressing the ball. He's had a shot! And again! He's scored! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Changement pour le Mali. Le numéro 97. Bale. Le numéro
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 8.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Messi.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Le numéro 4.
And it's
Le
Edmilson.
numéro 14. Le
Edmilson.
numéro 19. Changement.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Szoboszlai. Nedved. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's clever. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. Szoboszlai is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Tries to play it through. De Bruyne. Tonali. Now De Bruyne. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's Tonali. Looking for the run. Now this could be a chance.
Temps additionnel. 1 minute.
Showing good feet.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Big header! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead. And that is that. Mali pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I'll say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
No, that was never going to make it. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Cruyff. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Neymar, he's picked his way through. Tries a shot! Knocks it into space.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's well positioned here. Great chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, a breakthrough already. Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. It's a mighty effort! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Toure takes control of it and he's on the move. And here's Messi. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's put paid to a promising move. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Picked out brilliantly. He's having a shot! They've done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
That's just downright fabulous, both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Signore e signori, unitevi a me nell'augurare.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then. Hearts have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
Donatoni. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. He's going for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Neymar with the short one. Hearts are looking to go forward now. Henderson does really well there, he is strong. And here's Aubameyang. Now it's Aubameyang. Spread it left, back into the middle. Bergomi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Neymar. Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Henderson makes the interception. Bullet is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Aubameyang. Now it's Bale. Neither side yet able to find the net. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Taken back almost at once. Aubameyang. Neymar. Great ball, and he's in here. Saliba defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And it's made its way to him. Searching pass he's played there. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's Ibrahimovic! Messi.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Aubameyang. Bullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. And it's Neymar. Neymar takes control of it and he's on the move. Neymar plays it in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And here's the chance to counter. Hearts trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball.
Terrific! It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
And this is It's Ibrahimovic! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Saliba. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Played towards the other side.
Mali really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Jordan Henderson has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. The sides separated then just by that one unfortunate moment. 1-0 the score. Messi. And that is a little undercooked. Gullit really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Bale.
There will be 1 minute added
Gullit.
time.
And it's Iniesta. Played out towards the right wing. Gullit. Ball driven towards the far post. Khan deals with it. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, every now and again we get a bit lucky, Peter, don't we? And
Hello,
this is an
everybody,
absolute
and
treat.
please
A
join
tremendous
me in wishing
spectacle
a
for the
happy
neutrals,
wedding
but a
anniversary
bit of a
for one of
nightmare
our
for the
fan club
fans
members.
and two managers.
Mali leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half.
Mali definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Now it's Bale. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet. Neymar. Oh, nice touch. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Bergomi. Saliba. And it's Bergomi. Mali are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Neymar. Neymar is onto this. And it's Neymar. Iniesta. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mali finding their passes. Just about up to the hour now. And here's Bale. Luis Suarez.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Nicely weighted ball. Shot could Bale! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Mali have their second corner now.
Number 5, Roberto Carlos. Number 6,
Soboslai plays it short.
Iniesta. Coming on the field, number 4, Maldini. Number 22, Messi.
And he was
Substitution.
alert to it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Messi. It's come to nothing. Mohamed Salah. And it's Ibrahimovic. Gullit. And that interception was most necessary. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! Do not write them off! Back they come! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Hearts grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Still anyone's game this, one moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Tries to pass it through. Mohamed Salah gets flagged offside.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Seedorf. Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Jordan Henderson. Into the last 5 minutes.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And claimed it back swiftly. Pull it. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There
And he's
will be
forced to
1
go
minute
back.
added time.
And he thumps it clear. And it's Gullit. And that is that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Neymar playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And the shot! Just off target.
Bale is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Oh, easy pickings there. Looking for the run. Saliba cuts out the pass. Donadoni. Messi.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
And it's Zielinski. Nicked it back promptly. Looking to play him in. He's had a shot! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Gol per l'Inter. Ha segnato al 13° minuto. Numero 9.
Mali are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That has not gone well. Messi. Jordan Henderson. And it's Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Messi. Close shapes to shoot! He scored! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Mali are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal.
And header! He's missed, but not by that far. And claimed it back swiftly. Caresses it through. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Barella.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Jordan Henderson. Now it's Bale. Zanetti. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to thread one through. That's a little off target. Bastoni, he steps in, and that's the end of that. The ball is loose, and the chase is on.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top. Oh, terrible puck. Thuram! Opts to play it back. Now, this could be a chance. Real chance! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And that's really well manoeuvred. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Messi, and it's played in. Saliba tries to clear. pass is intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? Donadoni. Adams does really well to win the ball there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi, can he get it through? And he's in, and a chance! He has done it! It's the moment they all wanted! A goal in his 100th game!
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
Mali take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Now it's Bale. He is through here. Could try cutting inside here. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And it's Neymar. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's made its way to him. And here comes the corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Il quarto uomo
Cleared
indica
away.
2 minuti di recupero.
Bale hurtling down that right flank. Now it's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Mali are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed... And the shot! Off the post! And that has been clubbed away. Turan is onto this. Messi. Martinez. Oh, well played, well played. That's a look and place it forward. Neymar. He's got away. Thinks about the shot. He gets big. Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And they're back on the ball again. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Donadoni. And he's picked it up out wide. Messi. And here's the chance to counter. Çalhanoğlu. This looks promising. Messi. Bale is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And it's Zanetti. Now it's Martinez. Zanetti. Zanetti is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Neymar. Nice control.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.607 spettatori. Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 10, numero 9, numero 7.
Played over towards the opposite flank.
Il numero 22, il numero 21, il numero 8. Attenzione, una
Tonali.
sostituzione.
And here's Batistuta. Couldn't squeeze it through. Messi. Barella knocks it into space. Good ball, good take. Lovely feet. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Played back in. Big chance! And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Adams gets over and intercepts. And it's Messi. Mali do have a chance to counter here. Oh, super find. And he's managed to takes a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Such a smart finish. And the
finish! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Numero 18.
So here comes the substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Chips it through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Perez. David Villa.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And he's there to retrieve it. David Villa is onto it in a flash. Barella. Raul. Jordan Henderson has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Dumfries, challenged just a bit on the firm side. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now, what about a counter-attack? And the number on the board is 3. And it's De Bruyne. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, no joy this time. Dumfries. And that's that. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.